October 21st County Commission meeting to order. All those capable, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Bobby, if you'd call roll.
Commissioner Neil Younger,
Present.
Chair Michael Burgess,
Here.
Commissioner Nathan Liker.
Here.
We do have a quorum.
Order of business, one change, item 6, mapping grant will be, Jeff Ridgway is not able to make the meeting, so we'll be pushing that out to next weekend, or next meeting, whatever that is. No executive sessions or anything? Okay, so we got a pretty short agenda. Any other changes from the commission on the agenda? Okay. Prior minutes, any changes or modifications needed?
No.
Good. I don't have any. Consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda, items A through G.
I'll second.
Okay. Motion and second on consent agenda. Any comments or changes needed?
No.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
No opposed, passes 3-0. I don't see any public, but any. Jennifer, do you want to speak on anything for the public? Move into the item, monthly department report. Any comments from the commission? Okay, I don't have anything either.
Very busy.
Northwest Homeland Security Council appointment. Jeff Ridgway's not here, but Darren will speak on it for the appointment.
Darren Myers, County Administrator. Your first agenda item is to discuss and appoint, if chosen, Jeff Ridgway to the Northwest Kansas Homeland Security Council meeting. It's a 2-year appointment. Jeff has fulfilled the last almost 2 years. He took the position after I had stepped down and as the Ellis County representative, and he was asked to take over that. So this is his first full term with that position. These meetings are held once a quarter up in Hoxie, and basically what happens with that is the state is allocated federal funds that come down to the state, and then based on a certain formula, the money is then distributed to the different Homeland Security regions in the state of Kansas. The Northwest region gets about $300,000 a year, a little bit less. And this council then is representative by each county in Northwest Kansas, and the region has a county appointment, as well as law enforcement, fire, emergency management, hospitals, healthcare coalitions. So it's a pretty big board, 25 people. But the main thing is to look at that $300,000 or so each year, and then they have to submit projects from people in our regions. They review those projects, and then they make selections based on the requirements that how that money can and where will be spent on. As you can see within the agenda item over the years, Ellis County has gotten many things specific to us. Some of those are joint projects that are multiple years. Like last year, the EMS got their new Polaris Ranger that they've been using at the football games and such. That's a project that's, I think, supposed to take 5 or 6 years to get a new Ranger and a med unit and a fire unit in the back of that for each county. They just replaced the emergency operations centers radios in all the emergency operations centers in Northwest Kansas. The fire department here within the next couple months, I'm guessing it's going to be delayed a little bit because of the federal government shutdown, but we were awarded $75,000 for a new pickup, which would replace one of the ones we have to haul the water supply trailer, which was also a grant that we got about $40,000 or $50,000 2 or 3 years ago. So it is very important that we have representation on that for the county. Lyle Pantel, our emergency manager, represents KEMA, which is the Emergency Management Association for Northwest Kansas, and our sheriff, Scott Brown, represents the law enforcement for the Sheriff's Association. So we have several people on that board from Ellis County. So with that, we're just asking the commission reappoint Jeff Ridgway to a 2-year appointment for 26 through 28's term.
I have no questions over that.
Are the equipment and stuff, and are they Ellis County equipment where we take care of it, or are they shared within the region at that point, or how's that?
So we essentially have to enter into an agreement, and it's, so to speak, Ellis County's equipment. So we own it, we house it, we have to take care of it, maintain it, service it, etc. If we were ever to move out of that project, or say we don't want to do the water supply trailer anymore, that asset would go back to the Homeland Security Council, and then they would reallocate it. And that happens somewhat frequently. We have that Chevy 3500 that's at the Company 5 station that was passed along to us until we got this truck that's being replaced or given to us. So that was a truck from the Hayes Fire Department on their rescue team. It got transferred to us, and then it's getting replaced just to kind of help spread the money out, because $300,000 doesn't go very far each year. I think last year we've done some reorganization with some of the merge equipment, I believe. We got some rescue tools last year that was reallocated from another fire department in Northwest Kansas. So it happens frequently, but yeah, we do have to insure it and take care of it. I think that Gator project was about $40,000 to $50,000 that we got, or not the Gator, the Polaris Ranger that EMS got last year. And then we just insure it and service the equipment when needed.
Well, I'll move to reappoint Jeff Ridgway as the Ellis County representative to the Northwest Kansas Homeland Security Council.
I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second on the table. Any further discussion or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
No opposed, passes 3-0. Operation Greenlight.
Before you is resolution 2025-18, which is a resolution that the county commission can approve if you choose to give recognition to the veterans of the United States for the service that they've done, the sacrifices that they have given. And it then further states that the county will, at buildings and grounds leisure, essentially be able to put up lights or filaments over lights to make the buildings turn green at nighttime when the lights come on. We've been doing this now for probably about 5 years. It's a national thing that the county governments throughout the United States do through the National Association of Counties. Basically, for the week of November 4th to the 11th, which is the week of Veterans, before Veterans Day, we would put those lights up, and very minimal expense because we've already had the equipment from the last years. It's just some time for Greg and Keith to make the changes, and that's about it.
Well, I'll move to approve resolution 2025-18, supporting our county's veterans as part of the Operation Green Light.
I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second. Discussion. All those in favor say aye. No opposed, passes 3-0. Ellis County Library Board appointment. Speaking on that.
Sure. Ellis County Councilor Bill Jeter. You have in front of you a charter resolution. I don't know if we haven't done a charter resolution for a long time, but charter resolution enables the commissioners to opt out of any statutory provision which is not uniform to all counties. The statute that involves the library board, which was just established, and the appointments to that board state that the official head of the municipality is an ex officio member of the library board. The official head, to me, would be the chairman of the board. And so what you have in front of you is a charter resolution to charter out of that language and allow the commissioners to appoint any of the commissioners to that position. Otherwise, the statutory provisions would all be the same, and if you've all looked at it, it's not uniform because there are specific provisions that relate to Johnson County. that are different than all other counties. In order to become effective, this needs to be published once a week for 2 weeks. And if a referendum petition is not signed within 60 days from the second day of publication, then it becomes effective. If a petition is filed, then it goes to a referendum vote. Or the commission could decide at that point just to not adopt the resolution.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will it come back before us for official
It would,
adoption?
no, it would become automatically effective if a petition is not filed.
Okay.
But I think it would come back as information purposes to the commission, and then you would have the ability to appoint one of the 3 commissioners to the library board.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just automatically every year the chairman of the board.
Okay.
So with this, at the beginning of each year, we go through kind of a reorganization, and then we have other boards that we're members of that we
Right.
kind of reappoint. This will allow us to essentially discuss and say,
The library board would be on
Be a
that
part of
list
that.
of appointments.
Okay. Which I kind of feel that's important. Again, we each have boards that we serve on. Sometimes we want to switch those boards up. Sometimes we want to stay on a board because we're working through projects or we have some insight into that board. And so to me, this allows us, again, or future commissions, to kind of select the commissioner to sit on that board or who has the time to sit on it. So I think it's a good resolution to opt into or to put into place. The other thing I want to point out, and you said it, but it does say, but no person holding any other Ellis County office shall be appointed. So it is a commission, so it can't be an elected person like the sheriff or
No,
or,
it needs to be one
the
of the
clerk or the
commissioners.
treasurer. And I think that's also an important
Yeah.
distinction.
And I have a little, with that phrase that's part of that sentence, to me, it almost needs to be a separate sentence. Because I think it also means that, I mean, you make the appointments to the library board to begin with.
Mhm.
And I think it applies to all those other appointments too. You can't appoint an Ellis County official as one of the members of the library board.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it because, like Commissioner Burgess said, that you get on one of them boards and you're just getting comfortable and you're knowing the things, and then off you go. So it's nice, and you'll get really good and educated in it. I've seen that over the boards that I've been on. So yeah, I think it's a
Well,
good
it'll
deal.
provide stability to the library board.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
I'll move to approve Ellis County Charter Resolution 2025-01 for Ellis County Commission appointments to the Ellis County Library Board.
I'll second that.
Okay, got a motion and a second on the table. Any further discussion, questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. No opposed, passes 3-0. I think that's all. County Administrator report.
I have nothing this morning.
Nathan?
I have nothing either.
Neil?
I guess we all went to the kind of the open house, informal or formal, the new mental health with the CIC. A lot of good discussion there, I felt. I believe that is a much needed thing for, not just for Ellis County, but the whole world. Everything is just backwards. Also, I did attend Midwest Energy's annual meeting, still kind of poking them a little bit on the demand thing, but I don't know where it's going to go, but anyhow, so. Then one other thing I want to bring up is when I was at the Shenshin meeting, they've got right at the four-way stop when you come in off of 183 highway. They've got a ditch on the east side, and this was past commissioners before, and that is actually where their forced sewer main goes up to their sewer ponds, and it's starting to wash out, and they were just asking for some assistance on it. And I had talked to Brandon, so I'll talk to him again if he can go over there and kind of give us an estimated cost. It can't be a whole lot because it's not a very big area. It's probably only a half a block long, if that. So, but I will bring that up to him again and see if he can get us something, and we'll go from there. That's all I have.
Yes, I attended the town hall meeting for CIC. To me, it was very eye-opening listening to the experts talk about the mental health crisis that we're facing and the benefits that we expect to see out the CIC facility. Attended the Ellis City Council meeting last evening. Met with Mike Liker yesterday to just go over IT department, kind of review of just things going on at the IT department. I'll be attending the DSNWK annual awards luncheon later today as well. That's really about it for that. You have an update on progress here and the parking lot and those kind of things?
Sure can. As you can see, the looks a lot better today. Kind of getting to the point of finishing touches. Carpet's all completed now. They just have the edge transition strips from room to room. The epoxy floors are done. That hallway over there I had it seal coat done yesterday, so it's still off limits for about a day. And the only part that the epoxy flooring people have is the 2 bathrooms, the kitchen area, and a small storage room that they just got to seal the floor. But they're still hanging sheetrock in the 2 bathrooms behind us. The women's restroom is framed up and sheetrocked. They're waiting on some more mold-resistant sheetrock to arrive, and then that room will be ready for the next phase there. HR may be moving in here within the next couple days. They're ready. IT's, I think, gonna wait till next week, according to Mike. The parking lot got the crack sealed yesterday, so they may be coming back soon, hopefully this week, to stripe the parking lot. I need to visit with Travis to see if they're actually gonna repaint all the stripes in the parking lot or just extend what they repaved outside. And Commercial Builders is starting to bring people in. If you see them today, they're going around scrubbing the floors. The old epoxy floors that were done, if you know, there's big discoloration differences between the old and the new, so they're having to do some extra cleaning to get that the old water and dirt and everything, the mud, cleaned up out of it. And then they'll, if you're wondering, they will blend that together to make it look better, but they got to get it cleaned up better first before they can get that done. Painting, texture, and everything else is done. It's just, we're hopefully by the time November meeting is it's just the bathrooms that are left, and the partitions for the stalls came in yesterday as well. So it's all coming together. We did get our first insurance check yesterday, reimbursement as well. So and did get confirmation from K-Camp that all of our information that we sent to them in regards to the desks, to the computers that were fried, the storage containers, minus our deductible, our insurance is covering everything else. So there won't be any out-of-pocket expense for us except for our deductible, and they're still working with the city's insurance on the back half for the agreement between the two of them. So that's where we're at.
We can't forget our clerk for getting everything with the voting, so especially with the disaster we had here. So thank you very much, and everybody's got the opportunity to vote. So
Our next meeting on November 4th is Election Day. So Bobby, you got what are your updates for the next 2 weeks for election stuff?
The only updates I have is early voting started yesterday, October 20th, 8 to 4, and will continue on for the next 2 weeks. Saturday, November 1st. Okay, yep. November 1st from 9 to noon, so that'll give people that can't make it here during the week to come in and vote then. And then early voting ends on Monday at noon on the 3rd. And then obviously then on election day, you'll go to your polling locations.
Very good. Thank you for your efforts. Everybody get out and vote. With that, I'll adjourn the meeting at 8:50.